Hey everybody, Branda here. This is Reason to Row. You have a reason to be here, and so do I. This is Celebri-Tea, where we look at viral moments and situations and analyze them from Spirit's perspective so that we can learn about our own situation. Okay, so today's topic is Latto and 21 Savage. As we know, Latto rolled out her new album and that she is preggers, sending blessings to her and the unborn child. Okay, and let's see Spirit's understanding. Spirit team of Latto and 21 Savage, please work in conjunction to give us insight that you want us to have so that we can learn from this viral moment. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Ooh, there's a lot going on here. Okay, so this is not as straightforward as Megan Thee Stallion or the Cardi B rating. I'm going to pull more cards before I start speaking because it's not as clear. Spirit team of Megan Thee Stallion. Spirit team of Latto. Spirit team of 21 Savage. Please work in unison. What can we learn from this relationship? Okay. Even when I read for clients, when there is a difficult message, I still have to honor Spirit. Make an effort, okay? So this is telling us that things are not totally peachy keen, that there has to be an effort that has been made or an effort that still continues, needs to be made. Because of this child, there is a honeymoon phase on one or both of their parts, but there is a need for one or both to let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. So now we're bringing in another child into the situation. In order to make this work, the control issues have to be addressed, right? Not in a finger pointing type of way, in a reflective, healing, wanting the best outcome for self and each other type of way, right? Now, the last card is reconciliation, right? So there could be a reconciliation of this relationship. Not saying that they've broken up, but there can be a reconciliation of the intentions of the connection, right? There were illusions. There are things behind the scenes that we don't know. There's probably things behind the scenes that the both of them don't know. Because they're evaluating this is the moon card. They're evaluating things by the moonlight where they do not have full view of all of the issues. And I don't mean issues in terms of negative issues, just a full daylight perspective of the situation. Middle card is the devil card. And the devil card talks about attachments based upon forming unions and connections, or cords of that union and connection that's connected to our unhealed self, right? And there's a lot of ways in which that can play. This can also speak to unions that are toxic and unhealthy. We do know that there is another relationship, at least one other relationship, by one of the parties in this connection, and that can be a part of it, right? Because even when we have a divine connection with someone, it does not mean that it's divine timing. And when we get into a connection before it's divine timing, it can have the opposite results than what we wanted, right? We're satisfying, I'm getting lust. We're satisfying that lustful feeling that even a heart connection can invoke. But if we do not follow the heart connection, because the heart is connected to spirit, if we do not follow the heart connection and really tap into the divine timing, then we can bring forth a connection that's not in alignment. Divine timing is so important. I was consulting with a client, and this person is a divine soulmate, but he was not ready. He was in a very toxic relationship where she was doing black magic in order to obtain him and keep him away from any potential divine partner, because we all have more than one. And it seemed clear as day to her who the choice could be, because he did love her. But if a person is not spiritually, mentally, emotionally healed enough, then even if you get together, it can turn into this. So you have to practice patience, even when you're talking about a divine partnership, right? And so at the end of the day, Latto is going to be more mature, because she's going to have another person to think about that child, right? Because you want the best life for that child. And so once you deal with this, the control effort, the control issues, and truly making an effort in this union, then that's where the reconciliation can be. That could be a reconciliation between them, a reinvestment in their union, or and that can be a new love for them, or the reconciliation could be with someone else, which would mean this is a literal new love. And we're all going to find this out very soon, because they're going to find out very soon. There's going to be some type of retreat, right? And I'm not going to even ask which side it is, because this is their personal relationship. It's their personal business. I don't like to go too super deep. They're not my personal client. But there's going to be some type of retreat, a disconnection from the world. And no matter which way this goes, that's going to be needed, so that you're not focused on the image, but you're actually focused on the real connection. Pay attention to red flags. Do not ignore them. Because our divine mates can expose red flags. All that means is that these red flags need to be dyed. These red flags need to be recognized. Because if they're not addressed, how can they be healed? Right? Give your relationship a chance. Spirit is saying to this young couple, give your relationship a chance. Forgiving and learning, right? And that's for all of us, something that our current society does not really talk about. We want to hang people out to dry, whether it's in personal relationships or whether it's on the internet. It's cancel culture. It's divorce culture. It's jump into another situation without learning yourself culture. Spirit is saying give this relationship a chance, but Spirit is very honest at what we are facing, right? You have to play defense. When people are coming for you, when situations are coming for you, including the unhealed parts of yourself that enter into the relationship, you have to learn how to play defense. So I hope everybody learned something from this, and we wish 21 Savage and Latto and the baby the most blessed blessings. Okay, bye.